Hey there, all you cool cats and kittens. Hey there, all you cool cats and kittens. I'm that bitch, Carol Bass. I didn't have a blonde wig. I only had this one. And it's beat up. Like, I don't deserve this because it is so messed up. Somebody used it in a play. Uh, Somebody used it for Annie. I don't know. Not like it wasn't Annie's hair, but anyway, the whole point is that this is my Carol Baskin themed cosplay. There you go. So let me tell you the story of how tonight's gonna go. Poorly.
Yeah, do your job.
I'm on right now.
Prove it. One of us says no.
I don't know. I think it was, I don't know. Listen, I'm telling you. I took 60 milligrams of edibles. I was on Twitter and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna like take some edibles. It's like it's only 60 milligrams, you know, blah blah blah. And everybody's like, what? I have friends who take so many, like so much, like 200 milligrams, and then they go play Call of Duty or something. Duty. I gotta turn that off. I know that the lighting is bad. That's okay. That's okay. The less you can see. You see this, the wigs are out. That's the point we're at. But anyway, so that they are kicking in, and I want to do reality TV show themed stuff. So obviously the first thing we got to ask is if Carol Baskin killed her husband, right? I have opinions. So here's the thing. I think that Carol Baskin is doing something good. I think she's doing something good in the world. I would think I disagree with her on a few points. I would say. No, I don't think it is average. You know, I don't think it is average. So, but anyway, like, I gotta say this. On that show, everybody's like, oh, people made her out to be the villain. And I'm like, actually, she and, like, Scarface, in terms of the people that are, like, the owners of the parks, she and, like, Scarface are, like, the only two park owners that I really feel like they're not abusing animals. And I feel like hearing about these other guys like euthanizing these tigers, like breeding them specifically and then euthanizing them, and then they're like, oh, you know, Carol Baskin killed her rich philandering husband and fed him to tigers. And I'm like, like, what of value was lost here? Yeah. And so, like, I feel like, to me, I guess she does a lot of good. So I feel like I don't give a shit if she killed her husband or not. Do whatever you want. I mean, oh no, we're down one millionaire who was doing shady shit and going to Costa Rica early. Okay. So anyway, here we go. I can't believe I'm doing this. This is my life. Okay. This is my job. Okay, here we go. This is, by the way, I didn't buy this specifically for this reason. This is already in my wardrobe. I have a friend that sells LuLaRoe. If you ever see me in person, I dress so crazy. I was like, oh, I love Carol's wardrobe. Anyway, what was I doing? I was living my life. Okay, this is going to be 3-card reading about Carol Baskin's missing husband, Don. We need to know the story. I want to see a narrative here. I would really love it. cards, I would love it if you could give us a narrative in the cards. Okay? Let's do this. Okay. No, hang on. Joe! I need you, it's important. Be a pirate. Listen, I need you to get me my Spirit of the Wild Unknown Tarot or whatever.
I don't know where that's at.
It's on the bottom shelf out there.
I have to do everything in this.
You don't have to do anything around this house. You didn't have to dress up like Carol Baskin. I didn't have to do that, in fairness. I chose to. Listen, because here's the thing. We're talking about animals. And I was using this deck right here, and I thought, wait a minute. I'm sure he did. I'll call him something bad later. The best parents in the world and the most loving, well-adjusted family. Oh my God, I want to be that girl that's singing about the tiger. See, that's what I should have done. I should have thought ahead of time, and I should have like straightened my hair and like been singing about the tiger. That girl was super fucking into tigers.
Hire somebody for $3,000 to shoot you in the head.
He didn't hire. No, it's not in the big box. It's another separate box. Jesus.
What's the tarot card set?
It's the Wild Unknown or something. It's that spooky looking one with the animals. I don't even know. Life is hard all over. This is the most unprofessional thing. Like, even for my standards. I should have thought of this ahead of time. Anyway. Yeah, right? He brought the whole drawer and it's not even in there. Thank
Not
you.
animals.
Oh.
We have rainbow and...
Oh, sorry. I thought it had animals. God, that's really dusty. Okay, goodbye.
Sam?
Goodbye.
Yeah, be quiet!
So quarantine's going great. Okay. Oh, are you? That sounds pretty... Okay, look. This is ridiculous. This is the box that holds the littler box and the book, okay? And then you open this box, and then there's another ribbon to lift out the... Oh, this is... Where do I put all this stuff while I'm trying to read? I don't. To hold it in my fucking lap? Come on. Oh, come on, dude. You're going over here on top of all the boxes in the world. With all the craft stuff in the world. I gotta clean my office. I have been depressed. Quarantine is not going well. Okay. So, here we go. Oh, shit, what's going on? These are really stiff. That's what she said. Okay. So how's everybody doing while I shuffle these cards? I am a fucking mess. Right? I don't know, with the pigs. You would save money on sardine oil if you fed them to pigs. Oh, man. All right. I got it. No, I don't need it. Stop exposing me for all the stuff that I have. Okay, here we go. So this is, wow, I've got the energy. Holy crap. Let's hear, let's do 10 cards. Carol Baskin and her missing husband. Wow, I got the energy tingles all over me. That is wild. Okay, here we go. And I told you this was the right deck. I don't use this deck often because it's very spooky. Wow. Okay. That's fucking crazy. Whoa. Here we go. I got this. Okay. All right. There. This is pretty cool. Is that 2 cards stuck together? It is. So there. This is going to take me a second. There. And there. Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and start here. This is fucking crazy, you guys. This is probably, to me, one of the best readings we've ever had on here. I mean, in terms of like how I feel and like how fucking strong this is. I know you guys are like, oh my gosh, Jen, shut the fuck up. Like that shit isn't real or whatever, but it is. And it's like just like a ton of energy. So I feel like a lot of it though is coming from out like a sort of like shared and unified cultural need to be silly right now. Feels like it's coming through here. So this is probably not going to be accurate at all, but it feels great. You know, it feels good. Melody, was that up in Canada? Was that dude in Canada? All right. So, the first card is the moon reverse.
Hey, this judgy bitch over here, not you. Him.
Okay.
Shouldn't he get his car a wrap that's like of the TARDIS?
Why would you hurt me like that? So that he would have a car that looks like the TARDIS, and what do I have? I have the fucking Jeep Mom Mobile.
Well, what do you? I guess you could do TARDIS in yours.
What it would be? What, like a bulging TARDIS? Get the fuck out of here with that nonsense. I'm trying to do a tarot reading. You're upsetting the rats. Okay. So this is right there. Okay. The moon reversed to me has always read sort of as like a vulnerability or a sort of a exploitative paranoia that I don't know if that makes sense, if those things come together. But in the place where strongly where I'm getting is that in the place where she is now in her personal history, in her personal, I guess, version of things, was that she was young and taken advantage of, maybe, or that she's currently paranoid about, other stuff. Crossing this is the VI. I said it was the VI. The what? Yes, I know you guys fuck with me out of love. That's our love language. That has been my love language with my friends forever and ever and ever. I have friends that I have been so mean to them, and they have been so mean to me in kind that it forms a beautiful bond of love forever. Anyway, so this is the 6 of Wands. See? Or the 6 of Sticks. And it kind of looks to me like what's crossing her right now is like, here's the shiny, like, rainbow, like, superficial thing with all of this rain and broken sharpness underneath. So, like, right now the crossing thing is that, like, yay, happy because this, this is the facade that I'm putting out there, like, yay, happy and everything, and then like all this like stuff underneath. I just get that facade feeling. Okay, so the third card is always in my mind like the goal or the thing that the person wants the most. What we've got here is the 4. I'm pretty high at this point. Look at my eyes. Look. Do you see? I'm trying to. Can you see them? Oh, I look so young. I should do it this way forever. I look like Kate Winslet young. This is the angle that I have to keep my head at forever. Come look how young. Look how youthful and pretty I look. I'm gonna get a neck tuck or something. Oh, I wish I had enough money to have like a jaw. Okay. Anyway, let's get back to business to defeat the Huns. The ultimate goal or what have you, or the thing that, like the destiny thing or the best that can happen at this point is the 4, okay, of Pentacles. And this is very interesting here because there are 3 people involved, or there's 4 people involved in a money thing here, I guess. That it's that in terms of like who are after whose money or what have you with the inheritance. I think that's very interesting. And I think it could just be saying that this is gonna like continue to stay tangled up. There's going to be more avenues of entanglement and bad things happening. And that's really where things are speeding to. It looks like in the past, this is the 10 of wands or staffs or sticks or what have you. And this is pretty, to me, pretty obvious sort of indicator that in the past, in the past in their relationship, that it was in fact always kind of contentious and thorny and bad and sort of a burden type thing on both of them. Then as things went on, as things continued forward, we have the 4 of Cups, okay, but it was reversed. But I'm going to show you what the 4 of Cups is, all right, and then reversed. All right, so here we go. So the first thing that I'm getting from this is like literally like a dead rat. Like that's fucking it. That is the end of, you know, like it's not even to me a thing. It's like, you know, I feel like this is straight up saying that these 4 things and these 4 things, you know, the people that we saw talking about this inheritance and all of this fighting and stuff, and all the people who are in this public fight over the money, okay? And I think that these 2 things being opposite each other is pretty fucking telling, okay? And I think the fact that there is a moon in the card right here, and the moon reversed, and we have another reverse, was where it's always been exploitative, it's always been whatever. Here is kind of looks like a killing a rat. The guy's a rat. She's had enough. The guy's a rat. And it put all that other stuff into motion. This is a very spooky deck. I generally do not use it for this reason. Okay? This is a spooky deck. This is what happens with it. So then, in the next thing here, right? The thing like for the future, what ended up happening was this. This is the 6 of wands. Now, so here's the thing. I would, if it was this way, I would go, okay, I am, oh, what deck is it? It's the Dusty as Fuck Tarot. I don't dust often. The Wild Unknown Tarot. The Wild Unknown. Anyway, what does that smell? Is that the smell of that wig? What am I smelling? Is somebody burning something? What smells like a funeral home? Anyway, so I'm like, what's that smell? Oh, what's it smell like a funeral home? Wait, then I hear out there, she pooped on the puppy pad. Thank you, Penny. See, what I am is that bitch Carol Baskin. Okay, so I didn't have a blonde wig. I mean, I do have a blonde wig, but it's like a Karen haircut. And if you clip ponytails too, you look like Lollipop Chainsaw. Anyway, my mouth is so dry. How come if you do edibles, your mouth still goes dry? Like, yeah. So, a voiceover for your thoughts. So anyway, here's the story. This card, if it was this way up, I go, okay, look, there was something thorny. Because notice how many of these things are these thorny, pokey branches right across the middle, right? Okay, so this, if it were this way, I'd be like, look at, they you know, something beautiful happened out of something terrible. And there was an escape from this whatever. But it was turned this way. So to me, it's almost like it was a transformation into a downward, like it was a negative turn. It was, yes, it was a transformation, but it was not in the positive soaring, going out there way. That, you know, things happen. So let's go look at the next cards here. So, all right. There we go. Let's take a look. Let's see what happens. Judgment. Reversed. This would be in the place where she is right now. Okay. So I think this is one, the acknowledgement that she is being unfairly judged in a lot of ways and convicted in a lot of ways. And that I lost my train of thought because I'm super fucking high. 60 milligrams. And I didn't realize that was in, because all my friends are like, oh, you know, I did, 60, because usually I'll do like 40 or 50, like, 40 or 50 milligrams, pussy, blah, blah, blah. And I'll do 200 milligrams and be fucking doing Sudoku on their phone, and I guess I didn't realize that, like, all my friends were such fucking huge potheads, and I was such a fucking huge pothead. I guess I'm like a fucking huge pothead. So anyway, also I wanted to tell you that the reason that I put on this ratty ass tragedy is because my hair is super greasy because quarantine has not been great for my mental health, and therefore my, let's just say my hair's greasy. And I was like, hey, if I dress up like that bitch Carol Baskin. I'm sorry. I don't think she's a bitch. I think that in a lot of ways she's pretty fucking justified. If it's the husband or the tigers, I think the husband's got to go. Because tigers didn't do anything wrong. And also he, helped breed them. So he was responsible for them. Oh, well, he was a breeder and he was contributing to the problem. Oh no, the fucking problem took care of itself with him, kind of. And I think maybe Carol Baskin has to be dedicated to this cause. Maybe she's afraid of karma. Maybe she's afraid of, because of her, this is just me speculating, but what if it's because she knows that she contributed to the problem too. And so by dedicating her life to this and doing all of this stuff, she's like paying it back so that something doesn't happen to her or nobody offs her or what have you. So that's funny, this girl. Oh my God. You could have had a bad bitch. Carol Baskin. Hey, what's up? All right, so anyway, there's judgment reversed, but I think this is a thing of how judged she is by everybody, like especially like me sitting here right now. I'm reading tarot cards and like spying at her, you know, and I'm doing it super high, which is fucking even better. So I'm like, you know what'd be great is I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna get super high and I'm gonna open my already sort of fucking traumatized, stressed over whatever energy centers. I don't know what goes on in there. Anyway, I'm just going to throw open the doors and be like, come on in, anything. This is just fine. Let's play with the fucking Ouija board. This is the perfect time to do it. I'm completely like fucking open on a cosmic level. Let's like fuck it up. And I am so I'm like that deeply into somebody else's business. Yeah, Joe deserves to be in jail. A lot of people on that show deserve to be in jail. Like Carol Baskin, like I said, oh no, she killed the guy that bred tigers and profited off of it and made millions. Oh no, that's terrible. Like, even if she did, like, I don't know, I'm looking at this and I'm going, this looks like she did. Anyway, the internal shit going on right now. No, I'm sorry, the external shit. I just did the internal shit is the judgment and the feeling of judgment and the fear of judgment and probably, the case being open and shit like that. And the other thing here is that, like, the fear that's here, there's a fear, okay? This is really incredible. It's the Father of Pentacles. All right. It looks like there is, and it very much, I'm getting like an ice cream headache feeling here, that there is this fear that there's never going to be a man who takes control. There's never going to be a man who controls the finances. There's never going to be a man who has any say in things over her. She is always going to run the show from now on. Like, now this is her thing. She's going to do that. Hey, Aziraphale, how do you like my wig? Check it out. I think you might be blind, though, so I don't know if you can even see it. Because like, albino rats, like, their eyes are clear. And then whenever it's like looking at something, it like looks like a typewriter. Like that. So he's, I don't know if he's blind or what. What's up, Eric? What's up? I'm Carol Baskin. Anyway, so this looks very much like a thing of, I'm not gonna deal with that again, but ultimately we've got the sun reversed, and what this is saying is that it's not like this is a wound that's going to heal. It's not like this is a thing that's going to go away. It's not like she's always going to have it be sunshine and roses again. But, I'll tell you what, I actually really like Carol Baskin, because I was watching all of her videos and shit like that before. because I was watching Big Cat Rescue, and I was watching something Big Cat Derek or something. So I was following that whole thing, and it was like I wasn't following the Joe Exotic stuff. I was following because I didn't watch his videos or anything. Like, it would pop up in the sidebar, and I'd just be like, that's not like for me. It looks sketch. So I really like her. Like, I like her. And like I said, I don't give a shit if somebody who's doing bad things, you know. Just one of the only things I disagree with is I do think, and this is like probably unpopular, but I do think that some of these tigers like just kind of should probably just be euthanized, like the bred in captivity ones, because they're so like genetically messed up and stuff. But not a lot of people like share that sort of like thing. I'm reading about this Hot Pocket. Hey, what? Okay, so one time I set a microwave on, but I gotta put these cards down for a minute because they're fucking me up. I get spooky. All right. So microwaves. One time I when I was little.
Don't eat the Hot Pocket. It's very dangerous.
I'm not gonna eat a Hot Pocket. We're out of
Because
Hot
it'll burn in
Pockets.
your mouth.
Just
You won't
would you
taste it ever.
please? Love of God. Quarantine is going super. And my husband is an essential worker because he manages a grocery store, and he got a week off because everybody was like, you know, taking a week off, and then somebody else would cover, and then another person will take a week off, and then they'll cover, and then just because it's been so stressful and so you know, bonkers out there. And so like, I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh yeah, it's been a week in quarantine with my husband home the whole time, and I love him, but we have very different sleep schedules, and so we have no concept of time anymore, like at all. It's gone. So, anyway, yeah, I think we talked about that, didn't we? We might have already talked about that. All right, wait before I do the reading. Oh, the microwave story. So one time when I was little, not like little, I think I was probably like maybe 12, like 11 or 12. I live with my grandparents, and I was at my grandma's house in the kitchen watching the Disney afternoon, you know, and I put hot cocoa in the microwave. And I didn't realize, like, I didn't know there were mugs that couldn't go in the microwave. Well, it was like a plastic mug. And I put it in the microwave for 3 minutes. And because back then microwaves were not powerful at all. Like 3 minutes was like not great. Like, you know, those were like ancient fucking microwaves. It took forever to cook shit. So I put it in for 3 minutes and I sat down. But I actually had put it in for 30 minutes because here was the microwave and here was the TV. So when I was pushing the buttons on the microwave, I hit the 0 too many times because I was trying to watch DuckTales. And I got so engrossed in DuckTales, suddenly I smell this burning. And I get up and I go and I look, and there's this little fire going around and around inside the microwave. So I hit it with, I love it too, Woodward, I love you. So what was I gonna say? Oh yeah. So anyway, my grandma was in the living room watching her stories, and I was like, oh shit, I'm going to get the fly swatter. And I don't know, it didn't hurt. It was just like I didn't like getting the fly swatter. So I was like, I'm gonna get the fly swatter. So I'm like, how do I do this? How do I, do whatever? And I go, okay, I'm gonna go into the like living room and I'm just gonna like break it to her gently, because by then I hit the button and I wasn't thinking. I opened the microwave, so now there was like more fire and there was smoke coming out. So I went to the living room and I sat on the couch and I looked at my grandma and like I go, so what are you watching? And she's like, I'm watching my stories. And I was like, huh, the kitchen's on fire. And so she like, okay, we'll go. Go, the feedback is killing me. Stop being a weirdo.
Feedback.
Get out!
Oh my lord.
Okay, this is a disaster. Okay, anyway, so I told my grandma the kitchen was on fire, and she goes, oh, and she jumps up and she runs out there, and there's all this smoke, and there's this little fire. And so we were like she put it out and stuff, and I thought, oh shit, here comes the fly swatter, is gonna happen. Like actually, this was like maybe the wooden spoon. I was like, shit, here comes the wooden spoon. And but she didn't. She was like, oh no, what happened? And then she was like, oh no, I forgot to tell you that these are ones that can't go in the microwave. I should have told you that. Oh, I'm just so glad that you're not hurt. If that ever happens again, you don't open the door. You just hit stop and you don't open the door, and then you just walk away. But I was I was just like, that's fucking crazy. So that was the story of my microwave issue. Okay. It was like a good episode of DuckTales too. It was just fast paced. It was just like, it was great. It was like, just like bam, bam, bam. It was like this Old West one. They were like in the Old West, and they were, like at a mine or something. I'm very vague now in my mind, very vague. But anyway, no wooden spoon for that one. But I gotta tell you something, it is bullshit. And I always bring this up to my grandmother, that because when I was born and I lived with her and she raised me while my mom was doing college and all of that stuff, she thinks of me more as her kid. So like my cousin, who is quite a bit younger than me, he's in his 20s, he wrote his name, with a marker on the back of the door in the back bedroom in my grandma's house. And she was like, oh, isn't that cute? I'll have that forever, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, I got my ass fly swattered because I wrote on the same damn door. The injustice! Okay. Good job, Melody, because here's the thing. Of course a guest would do that. That's fantastic. Anyway, before I do another reading, oh no. Look at it. Doesn't that look spooky? My friend, well, I mean, she's my friend, but like my sister-in-law, and I'd be like, my friend, my sister-in-law. No, my sister-in-law got this for me for Christmas. Well, she got it for everybody, but it's in my office that I am picking through it with my fingers. But it's like this honey thing. But every time I look at it, I'm like, ha, ha, ha. I want to like eat it, but I'm afraid because it says nuts and fruits, but some of that looks like garlic. And I was like, I don't want to accidentally bite into like something sweet with garlic in it. I think it's almonds though. It's very good. I've been eating a little bit of it. I do like honey. And I don't wear pants often, so Winnie the Pooh. All right, let's do another Tiger King one. Okay, let's use these spooky cards. Spooky card, spooky card, spooky card, spooky card. I want to see 3 cards for what's going to happen to Doc Antle after this. 3 cards. What is in store for Doc Antle? Headache. That's pretty wild. Hang on one second. I don't know if you can hear what's going on out there. What are you talking about? Oh, because all I'm hearing is like, if you want a horse, I'll get you a horse. You can ride the horse. I'll get you a horse and you can ride it. I'm like, what is going on out there? Quarantine. All right. So, what? How would you like to make your dad cry? Like, what? Okay, we have a weird love language. Our home has a very strange love language. So this thing on Doc Antle, this to me is very interesting. I am seeing, I know that he has a son, okay? And so this is why I find it interesting that this comes up as the Son of Pentacles. And it's reversed. And the second it came up, I took it literally. And I thought, okay, something is going to happen. His son is going to lose them a bunch of money somehow. His son is there's going to be something, or maybe there's not going to be any inheritance left because his dad will go bankrupt. Something is going to happen here, okay? Like something is, like going to be a thing, right? But it's going to have something to do with his son. So the next one, I did pull the cards. Wait a minute. They were already pulled. The next card, though, is the Magician. And I think it's interesting that it's represented by this cat. And we have this cat with this infinity symbol. Then we have these symbols of like tools of magic, tools of creation, tools of illusion, and stuff like that. This is like the perfect card for him. But it's followed up by the Star reversed, which I think is a sign that he's not going to be, he's going to run out of inspiration. He's going to run out of energy to fight some things. He's going to run out of defenses. He's going to do something that he can't defend anymore. There's going to be something. He's going to just try to push it just a little bit too far and not be able to pull it off. But there'll be something to do with his son. So I hope that I wonder what'll happen and all that stuff and all that jazz. I am very high right now. Super thirsty, even though I didn't smoke. Coca-Cola is not helping. I don't know why I'm drinking this. I don't like Coca-Cola. I like unflavored carbonated water. I just like the bubbles. And it makes your fucking tongue weird. I'm gonna drink one of these. I'm gonna put some alcohol on top of this. And I'll tell you a tale of another thing we should do. Okay, obviously, like, I don't really want to do any on Joe Exotic because he's disgusting. I do want to make sure he stays in jail. No, I don't, actually. I don't like Diet Coke anymore. Like, I'll have some every once in a while, but not like I used to. I would honestly rather have, like, if I'm drinking Diet Coke now, it's like as a source of caffeine. But I'm not buying it on the reg, and I am mostly drinking, like, carbonated water. Hey, what's up? Hey, you cool cats and kittens. Right? Okay. So, I don't want to do a reading on Joe Exotic, like I said, because that's the point. I'm Carol Baskin. I didn't have a blonde thing, but I wanted it to be like a Tiger King bullshit nonsense thing. Does anybody have any questions? Doesn't have to be about Tiger King. It can be about anything. It can be about any reality TV show, okay, that you want. Any reality TV show or celebrity thing, gossip thing that you're interested in. I don't want to do anything about COVID. I don't want to do anything political. I think we are all pretty clear that that guy in North Korea is dead, right? I mean, like, I'm not going to do a reading to see if he's dead. Hang on. What's the puppy chewing up? Please stop her from doing that. Dude, if she gets a taste for cayenne pepper, it won't be a deterrent from eating stuff. Get her. Oh my gosh. It's like it's falling apart out there. It's like nobody can handle anything if I'm not here. Can't live if living is without being here. I'm quarantined. Okay, I am fucked up on these edibles. Okay, I don't know who won Ink Master. Oh! There's a way I can do this. This is actually, you guys, this is perfect. Because I can make a bunch of fucking guesses. And it could be right. It's just, I'm Carol Baskin. Badly Drawn Theater. I'm Carol Baskin. See what I got. Okay. Here we go. Okay, so here we go. Let's take a look at some questions here. Holy molasses. I've got it. Edibles, drugs open you up. They just do. Drugs just open you up. They just do. Okay. What's the question here all right. Who won Ink Master? I'm assuming that you're not asking me if I saw it or not. So I don't know who won Ink Master. All I see are very, very incredibly vague images that could be on anything. That could literally be on any tattoo artist Like literally just like, oh, there's a black glove and there's like a arm. It's like a man's arm with like hairy arm, and there's like a rose tattoo. Like it could be like any B-roll shot from anything in any of the things. Like who the fuck doesn't have a rose tattoo on their hairy forearm on a show like that, like on some B-roll or some shit. So I have no fucking clue. I don't know. Who did? Who won? I don't know. Okay. So, whew. Well, see, I'm not like what I would describe as too high. I'm just like high enough to be like spiritually open. Oh my god, I have like very strong like Drew Barrymore in the 90s sort of. The back of the wig thing is sticking out. Get my wig. Oh no, the band unhooked. All his ashes. My fucking wig cap is coming off too. Oh shit. I can't take this off because you'll see how greasy my hair is. So. Oh no! I did that the other night. My Doctor Who. Oh! Yes! Hang on. Alright. Gonna be super cool, you guys. Oh my god, it's happening. Oh my god. It's happening right before my eyes. Oh, yeah, there you go. Yes. It's happening right before your beautiful eyes. Right, I know. How, what?
You got your special?
Don't do that. Don't say that. Come on. You know how I feel about that. This is my awesome cool helmet that I put cool Disney stickers on.
It's not cool.
Where's its hat?
I don't know. I also have a hat that goes on over it. That's like a big, like, sort of like poofy, like Rastafarian kind of hat, but it's in like weird neon colors. I made it because I'm dyslexic. It was supposed to be like cast on 106 stitches, and then I cast on 160, and then there was like all these increases and shit. So basically what I made was a garbage bag that was big enough to fit over my bike helmet. That bike helmet it looks amazing when I'm riding my amazing, amazing bike. Because back when I couldn't drive because I had so many seizures, my mode of transportation was a bike, and so we bought a bike that was like my car. So like we spent like a lot, like not like a lot, but we spent more than like I would be comfortable normally buying a bike, but it was like buying a car basically. So I had transportation, like around the town and stuff. So it was pretty cool. And oh, my hair is terrible. Look at that. No, oh my god. You guys, this is like criminal. This is like a mess. This is like, oh my gosh. Why did I do that? You guys. Why did I do that? My Doctor Who hat is not here. It's upstairs. Life is awful. It's the worst. Can you bring me my Doctor Who hat? Can you bring me my 4th Doctor hat? It's upstairs. Save me. I look like Save me. I look like myself.
I know to help. I can help.
She can help. What?
She knows. I don't know.
I know what. Go out of here with your gray sweatpants on. You stop it. You stop it. You stop it, sir, with your gray sweatpants. Get out of here. Get out of here. That is just straight. That is, you knew what you were doing when you put those on. And you're like, now I'm gonna strut into Jen's live stream. Anyway. So, alright, let's do this. Okay. Here we go.
Do not objectify me again like that.
Somebody needs a princess crown.
Thank you, my love.
1, because they're being a diva. And 2, because they need help.
With what?
Aww.
What do we need help with?
Everything.
There we go. Oh, this is very going to the prom in 1990. 1997.
Wow.
This is incredible. Okay.
You're welcome.
I love you.
And then,
All right, but you should be probably upstairs in your room because this is like grown-up time.
I'm playing Minecraft. And Daddy's not playing!
Okay. All right. I am a terrible parent, but it's what happens. All right. So here's a story. What was the next thing that people wanted to know about that? Will the voice find a way to keep going like American Idol, or will they just wait and hope all this comes under control? That's wild. Let's do pull a card for this, but we're not going to use these. You know what we're going to use? We're going to get controversial. We're going to get real experimental. This is what happens, by the way. This is what happens when when I do edibles and am doing, apparently a massive amount. Apparently that's a lot. Well, because earlier she was trying to get me to wear it because she found it. And I was like, I wonder why I have this. And I was like, because of who I am as a person, probably. I'm going to use Doreen Virtue's Archangel Gabriel cards because I know Doreen Virtue sucks, but these cards are legit. And I have a thing for, like Archangel Gabriel. Like, he's one of my like patron people. Because I was, once a Catholic, always a Catholic, but not really a Catholic anymore. But you still got all of those entanglements. Well, this is my Archangel is Gabriel. Anyway, so I'm going to use these cards for this to answer the question about the voice, because it's all about creation. Oh, thank you.
Daddy found it, and I grabbed it. I said, I'll go give it to Mommy. And then he said, oh, wait, no, you're going to ruin my plan. I wanted to annoy her. I said, you're not doing that.
Okay, well, thank you.
Yeah, I saved you. Put the crown on it, too.
Okay, well, that's what I was going to do, but way to make it look like it was your idea. All right, I love you.
Oh, I'm sorry I had a good idea. Oh, the puppy wants to see you. With her little cake. Oh, my God. Papa, you're ruining your
Yeah, like, I still, like, there was a thread about Catholic hymns the other day on Twitter, and it was so funny. I ended up telling, it is not my Indiana Jones hat. This is my Doctor Who hat. It is from, like, legitimately, there's, like, a tag in it that says that it's Doctor Who merchandise. It's my hat. It's my Who hat. Yeah, she dyed her hair. Okay, she wanted me to cut her hair, so I cut her hair like that. And she wanted it dyed black, so we had like some like Arctic fox, like old Arctic fox lying around. And so she used that. And then she got mad that I insinuated it was because she was like really into Heathers. And she's really been like watching like Heathers and like watching Beetlejuice as well, and then watching like the Broadway. She's got bootlegs of the Broadway shows that somebody very generously gave her, and so
I do not look like Winona Ryder for the 50,000th time.
all right, head out.
I don't look like Winona Ryder.
So here we go. Anyway, this is about the voice and if they'll find a way to go on. Let's figure it out. Let's figure it out. Voice. Are they going to wait? Are they going to go on hiatus? What's going to happen? Well, this is listen only to love. Don't allow fear to distract you from your divine mission. So to me, it seems like they're going to figure something out. But let's look inside here to what she had to say back before she became a huge fucking bigot. Okay. Began your journey with positive intentions, so it's important that you focus only upon that intention through the ups and downs along the way. Everyone encounters unexpected detours upon their path, so don't take it personally. This card is a reassurance. Any criticism you receive can be viewed through a lens of love. There may be valid and helpful ideas within the criticism. If you can extract them with confidence, don't allow yourself to be discouraged by the energy of fear. I don't know. This kind of sounds like they're gonna come back and it's gonna be like a controversial move. Like, that's what it kind of sounds like. That would be interesting. Wouldn't it? Wow, I am like energy surging. This is fantastic. My mouth is so dry. All right. I'm looking for, is Meghan Markle controlling Harry? Where are they really? That's a good question. Where are they? We don't know. We're going to get a fancy thing out, I guess. Oh! I can be the guy, that fucking traumatized Tom Waits cosplayer from Traffic King or no, Tiger King. What was I doing? We were talking about something. What were we talking about? Oh, the royals. The royals. Let's see what's talking to me that I want to. Ooh, these are very sinister. Let's use these. They're very sinister. I have maybe a few decks of tarot cards. All right. Let's do this. Motown Philly back again. Meghan Markle and Harry. What this shit is going on. Okay. This is going to take me a second. I feel like that's a completely different language. I love when everybody in the chat starts talking about something and I'm like, I have no idea, but I love to watch it happen, you know? Like, wow, like that's like invested in like Pilot Pete. That's fucking awesome. I just like to see people, you know, get excited about stuff. There's so little to get excited about. You know what I mean? My titties look massive. Okay, I can't run for president now. Okay, so just kidding. There are no standards anymore. Let's see. All right, we'll check into that Pilot Pete thing. I have no fucking clue what that means. This is kind of fun because you said Pilot Pete. You know, like Pilot Pete, and I just started doing this like propellers. I feel pretty good about. My eyes look fucking green. My eyes are not green. If you see me in person, my eyes are not green. My eyes are like this really intense, like Alec Baldwin-esque blue. Okay. Anyway, here we go. Here we go. What I've got here is the Four of Cups. Now I'm looking at the Four of Cups. Okay. What I'm getting very hard here. I'm getting very hard here. No, what I'm getting very hard here is the ship. The ship is really getting me when I'm looking at it, because I'm looking at like this old fucking building and someone was just like pushing these cups into the ocean while maybe someone sails away. I'm thinking maybe this could be a sign that they're in Canada, is a strong vibe that I'm getting here. I don't know, because once they weren't royal anymore, I don't give a shit. I mean, like, that sounds terrible, but it's like now nothing they do is going to be interesting to me. I don't really care about business people. I don't mean to sound, you know, mean. Like, if good stuff happens for them, I'll be like, oh, neat, you know? But, like, it's different when they're royal. Like, it's just a little bit more entertaining then, I guess. I don't know. I'm not going to fucking try to explain or justify the American obsession with royalty. The next one here, because this was like a several part question, is the King of Cups reversed. So I think, you know, we're talking about royalty. We're talking about king. Let's like not even pretend that he wasn't at one point, you know, very close to the throne until his, you know, brother's wife started, you know, popping out the kids. And, you know, speaking of which, you'll get that money. You know, I don't fucking care. I'm sorry that the British people have to pay for it. Your taxes have to pay for it, but I also feel like she's like a modern day Catherine Howard. You know, like, I'm not saying that she's cheating on him or anything. I'm just saying, you know, she knows, like, she's getting that, you know, she's like, okay. Anyway, so here's this. So anyway, the King of Cups reversed that I'm looking at here is, oh, the ship is in this too. The ship is in this too. There's a ship in this one too. Look at that. So there's the ship. And it's sailing past the King of Cups reversed. This is very odd to me because this is very sinister. The King of Cups reversed is like a lack of control of emotions, a lack of, sort of like a domineering person. But this is a masculine, role and king. So I'm saying it doesn't seem like she's pulling the strings here. It seems like he's very much the one that makes the decisions and does this stuff. Like the, hey, we're leaving, we're doing this, whatever. But also the choices are somewhat resentful and irrational. I don't know what that means. I don't follow it closely. I don't know what the resentful, irrational thing could possibly be. But when I'm saying that things look sinister is when I get to the Three of Pentacles, okay? Because the Three of Pentacles, Oh, I don't want to, yeah, and like, okay, so maybe I would say more, I think maybe I would say that Kate is more the, like the Anne Boleyn type. I'm not saying that she doesn't love him. I'm just saying that if she gets certain benefits from being married and having royal heirs, and pulls it off, like, I feel like that's, I mean, you're working for the money, but, but that's kind of interesting because then you can really see the difference that, I'm just kind of like baffled that, I don't know, I just think it's very cool. I think it's very cool that Harry was like, fuck it, we're not doing this. I think that was very admirable. I do think that. And I don't think that, like, not like super into the monarchy or anything. But I mean, like, I think it's pretty cool to just be like, I'm not gonna fucking do this bullshit. I'm out. See ya. Because this is more important. Like, this family is more important to me. The family, I'm choosing the family that I'm making over the family that made me, and it's like, bam, good job, run, and I won't be interested in you anymore. Because that's actually kind of fair, I think. Anyway, boy, these are ebables. These ebadebables. They have kicked in. Anyway, the Three of Pentacles card here is interesting to me because it shows this shaping, everybody's shaping each other. Okay, everybody's like doing something, like they're all working together, but they're working on each other, with each other. So I think that what this is saying, I think maybe they are just in isolation in, you know, and I think that the ship to me seems like Canada because of the way that it's pointed in both cards. They're going the same direction. They appear to be going west in both cards. That makes me feel like it's probably Canada, I would say. And they're just using the time to sort of rebuild their whole thingamabob. But no, she's not the one that's like in charge or anything. That was wild. No, it is not, in fact, too late to ask a question. I can't guarantee that it will be coherent because I am very high. Like, see into the future high. I guess that's the point of this, isn't it? Hey! Yeah, you can ask your question, but somebody wanted me to know. Somebody wanted a petty reading. And I promised a petty reading. I know you're there. Watching for your petty reading. Roll call. Go ahead and stick your head out. Tell them, wave your hands. Say, I'm the person that's petty. Okay, here we go. This is a petty reading. 3 cards. 3 cards on a person's let's not make it personal. On their what do you call it? What is happening, guys? Oh, this is just a petty reading. This is just a check-in. We'll do this on what are we looking at for this person's career satisfaction? A 3 card to tell us about this person's career satisfaction right now. Get back here. Okay, that was just me being clumsy. I don't read jumped cards. Now my cards know better. All right. You know who I'm thinking about. Okay. Ooh. Okay. So, this is the person's career satisfaction. Right now, this person is feeling it great. And I want you to note what this person's appearance is. Okay? Look at that. And so this is, I have achieved, I am at the highest maybe pinnacle of my career earnings wise. Everything's fantastic. Okay? That's the bad news. But then along comes death reversed. This is not great. This is showing a stagnation. This is showing a change for the worst. This is showing sort of like a, why is the word calligraphy coming into my mind? Geography? None of that makes sense. Okay, well, it's the stagnating sort of resistance to change and inability to continue to change, okay? What are they talking about? Okay. And then the last one is the Six of Pentacles. Okay. In this picture, we've got someone who is giving out their money and their wealth, and they're giving it along. Okay. But then they're kind of giving it unevenly. Like sometimes I think of it as, oh, they're giving what these people need. It seems like it's a, I don't know. It feels like there's like an imbalance there. So I think that if you look, person who wanted this reading, I think that if you look at the people, at the figures, and who's getting what and who looks happy with what they're getting, and who those physically might represent, which I won't say out loud, I think you know what that is. I can't think of a way to say it without like being weird. You know what I'm saying? All right, so now we want to do this at RuPaul's Drag Race. Gigi, not gone home yet. Okay. All right. Well, I don't watch Drag Race. Sometimes I watch like old clips on YouTube, but usually just the ones with like Willem. But I don't keep up, and I don't really know the names of most of the queens. And their drag is like, I mean, it's cool, but it looks exhausting, and it is exhausting. Because I like to do, every once in a while, like, but like, and it would be fun. It would be fun to go back into like, it would be fun to go do, drag king events. But yeah, I don't watch the show. What am I doing here? Oh yeah. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna look into the crystal ball, okay, and I'm gonna ask for 3 images, okay? And then if you know what they are, then you'll know. And if they're very vague, they're going to be useless. Okay? And that's about all I can do, because, and if it's very vague, I'm going to be like, don't even try. Don't even try. Okay? I'm going to try to get as specific as possible, but do not even try, because I don't want it to turn into like a fucking cold reading thing. I'm just going to look into it, and I'm just going to say the things. And if they don't make any sense, it's because I didn't do a good reading. Not because, dig around and figure it out. Like, it's not how it works. So first of all, So the first of all thing that came to me was like a bookcase. Like, it sounds weird. Somebody standing in front of a bookcase type thing that's red. It's like red squares. It's like red squares, and there's a person standing in front of it in a white shirt with blue sleeves, and it looks like a tan sort of brunette person. Okay, so that's the first one that I got. All right, and I don't know what this would have to do with any of these, with this person not being, with this person still being on, okay, or what this even is. So try for a second one. Here's the second one. Let's see what we got. Okay. Somebody got a cheeseburger order wrong. Or something. There's some problem with a cheeseburger. That's what I'm seeing. That there's a cheeseburger problem. So that's absolutely, who the fuck knows? Lots of people have things with their cheeseburgers. That could be fucking anything, right? Specifically red onions. Something red onions is wrong. Something is red onions. Okay, so, and then the next. Something about Mount Everest. Something about Mount Everest. This could be absolutely nothing. This could be absolutely useless. That's as specific as I can get. That is absolutely as specific as I can get. And it's absolutely random, and it's absolutely, so I could be wrong. I am on a lot of edibles. I am super thirsty. Oh my God, I'm thirsty. That was very biblical of me. If you're familiar with the New Testament. Anyway. That's wild. Wouldn't it be cool? Wouldn't it be cool if that was just like random shit from somebody else's life? That I was just randomly. I was on Zoom chat the other day with some friends, and like we all realized, like, well, several of us realized that there was a crutches visible in the background of our Zoom thing. Okay. Oh wow. My mouth is whatever. I think it's weird. Like, I don't know. I think it's weird how your mind works when you look at a crystal ball. Like, that's the first thing started to pop to mind, and you're like, I'm just gonna start fucking describing this shit, and your brain starts making a picture. So it's like, clearly, sometimes you have to be getting it wrong, but other times you have to be getting it right. Because I was trying to help my grandmother figure out the name of a dead relative. There was a woman in the family who had a baby and died, and it was this whole horrible thing because she died on Christmas Day, and she was like 9 months pregnant, and she died of like preeclampsia or something like that in the night, and they found her dead. And the baby, they never found out the baby's name. Like, they never told anybody the baby's name. And she wanted to know what the baby's name was. So I did a thing, and she didn't know where they were buried. And so I searched for her cousin's name to find the... Oh no, maybe I was just picking up on what was happening at your house. Maybe I was just picking up on what was happening at your house, badly drawn theater. Does anybody have red bookcases? Does anybody have red bookcases? I have a boyfriend that looks like a baseball player. They're arguing over whether or not they should name the horse in Minecraft whether or not they're going to name it Giblet or no, a niblet is a corn thing. Gizzard, you're thinking gizzard. It's gizzard.
No!
All right, well, could you please keep your voices down? Could you please?
Giblets is just like the interior, like everything, right?
I don't know, but
Yeah, because like, oh wait, I'm gonna go look at the chicken in the fridge. It should say giblets.
go look at the chicken in the fridge.
I don't know what's going on.
That was very weird. I'm sorry that I mind melded with you through my crystal ball, and there was something about
What?
a thing.
What's going on?
I said something about a suitcase.
A suitcase? What?
I thought
Did you just black out?
I said a bookcase. I don't remember saying anything about a suitcase.
Oh,
That'd be
Dad.
wild.
you brought the whole chicken. You brought the chicken with
Parts of giblets may be missing.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, giblets. I didn't drop the chicken.
Get out
You
of my
did.
office.
You did
Leave
not
me
put
alone.
chicken.
Oh, I wish the goblins would come and take me away right now. Oh, Lord. That's funny. That was very strange. I'm sorry if I'm spying on anybody. Am I spying on people, Aziraphale? Am I spying on people, Crowley? You did not even eat your salad that you have tonight. Because they were given chicken, and that's all they ate. This is a shit show. Okay. Do I have anything else? Yeah, anything else that we want to do? Maybe I'll find out that like one of you is Zodiac Killer or something. I don't know. You know who the Zodiac Killer. Ted Cruz is a Zodiac Killer. This is wild. I'm having a good time. This is crazy. I actually don't use my crystal ball very much. I usually use it. I use it a lot when people ask me for mediumship thing. I don't charge people money. I don't charge people money for a mediumship like dealio. I don't think that you should charge people money for that. And I don't ask for any information ahead of time. I don't do that bullshit where people go, oh, bring something, you know, oh, your loved one was buried in a blue suit. Oh, no, really? Like every loved one is buried in a blue suit. Jesus. So nothing like that. And I don't take money because that's exploitative, but I will do readings like that for people. And I think that sometimes they're disappointed because sometimes you'll do a reading and the like only thing that their loved one wants to do is talk about something really mundane. Like, oh, before I died, I was meaning to tell you about this thing I heard on the radio. Or sometimes it's like one person's loved one wouldn't talk and kept saying like, no, it's my day off. I'm just going to rest. And then later I was doing a reading for somebody else, and then that person's father came back and was like, his daughter doesn't like to cry in front of people. And so he didn't want to make her cry in front of people. So, Sherry Pie. I can try. Don't tell me anything. I'll just look. Okay. That's the sound of the trash under my desk. I'm really not handling quarantine well. Anyway, right now I am not really doing those readings. So I just said I would do Sherry Pie. If that's a person that you are related to, I will do it because I didn't say this first and I just said that I would do it. So I will do it. But for the most part, I'm not trying to do readings. because like to contact deceased family members and stuff right now, because my energy levels and stuff, because of my mental health and the quarantine thing and all of that stuff, is very like a lot of pressure, and I don't like to, you know, do that kind of thing. So yes, if Sherry is someone who has passed, I will tell you some things that come up, but I can't make any guarantees. Okay. Like at all. Like I can't make because I'm on a lot of meds, and I just tried to ask one thing, and I found out that badly drawn theaters burgers were like the number one concern. So that's fucking wild. Okay. All right. So I'm really gonna. So I'm definitely getting something. This sounds weird, but there's something about Tom Jones. Specifically something to do with What's New Pussycat. This is what's coming through. And that's like legitimately the only thing that came through. So I don't know if that's for you or if that's for somebody else. But it's something to do with What's New Pussycat. Well, is she doing What's New Pussycat or something? Because I am absolutely overwhelmed with that in my mind now. To the point that I thought, honestly, I would wish that it's in my head. But I don't know. I hope nothing happens where they play that song. Well, I hope it doesn't happen. That's awful. But I'm glad it's not like about a dead relative, and that you're going to be like, oh, I'm a member of the Tom Jones fan club, and I took over for my mom. She was the president of the Tom Jones fan club, and I took over, and I lost the ceremonial staff that they give you when you're the person. There's a little chip. There's a little chip out of my crystal ball. That's okay. We're still friends. Do you know how I know? Because there's little chips out of me too. So that's wild. I don't know if I'm okay with that. We're going to just pretend like I didn't even look in there. So, I am so hungry. I could eat an entire sardine oil covered husband.
What do you want to eat?
I don't know.
Okay, I need to say something.
What?
I lost a bet, and it's her fault because she just did it out of nowhere. Anyway, I lost the bet, and what I had
But that was her idea.
No.
I even said, let's not bet. I mean, like, I specifically said, let's not bet.
Whatever. Okay.
Whatever.
Anyway, I am now her food slave for 1 month.
We don't use that word. The agreement was
Servant.
you were going to bring me food. We are not going to use that word to describe it.
Why?
Because that's not appropriate. We'll talk about it later.
Servant?
You can say servant.
Okay, I am her servant. Her third servant.
You're the turd Ferguson.
Wait, what?
What is there to eat? That's what I need to know.
I don't know.
Are there any of those? Oh no, we're out of syrup.
Syrup.
So those pancake sticks are a no-go, huh? Pop-Tarts?
Yeah, but I can't make the toasters because of hands.
Well, where's your father?
He went upstairs. He abandoned me. He's not playing Minecraft.
Could you tell him that your mother would like some... Mortimer! Say that I want Pop-Tarts.
Oh, God. Everything is going wrong out there.
They got the zooms. I need
Your
you to...
cats want to talk to you.
Yeah, I need you to go blow out that candle because the dog has the zooms. So go blow it out.
Zoomies!
And I know you love blowing out candles. Who doesn't? Who doesn't? Chaos. Chaos. Absolute chaos. Super chaos. That Puppers usually goes to bed at like 9:30. So it's like an hour and 15 minutes past her bedtime, and she is still very much a baby in that she needs a certain amount of sleep. Okay. So how different would Harry Potter? You don't need to use the tarot cards to figure that out. If the Dursleys were good parents, he would have been prepared and not like thrown into a life. Actually, he probably would have been Draco because he would have been like, I'm the chosen one. Da, 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 da. Because like, if you think about it, if they treated him the way that, well, I guess if they were good parents, they wouldn't have treated him the way that they treated, because they weren't good parents to what's his, I don't fucking care. I'm just like, those books, I don't know. I'm just so disappointed in like the author. And like, she's like, this destroyed everything that I loved about those books.
Dad's mad because you talked through ornament to talk to him. He said, don't you do that again.
I know.
He's mad.
He says that crap all the time. He said that like after surgery.
He calls you a whiny bitch.
I know. Well, because in fairness, I call him a whiny bitch. It's our love language.
You get out of there.
I swear to God.
What's a banana?
All right. Well, how about I just call CPS myself? I'm telling you. Oh my gosh, cousin Ragtime roast beefy. That is so fun. The fat shaming, I know I shouldn't laugh at fat jokes, but Wizard People is amazing. No, not you, Ornament. Mr. Jen. You should. I really want to actually, there's a plot point in Merlin that I hate. So I want to go and I want to rewrite it. I want to rewrite the whole series. But then I remember that I have to write things that I can sell. And also now that I've said that, if I went and did it, it would be on the thing. And people might find my pen name where I write some truly fucked up shit. Fandom award-winning fucked up shit. Because it's that fucked up. Anyway. Fanfic is where we go to get our issues out. Alright, well. Oh my god, I'm all like, I smell something burning. I just told my kid to blow out that candle. I'm so paranoid. Alright, so I'm going to do one more reading. I'm going to do a petty reading for me. I'm going to do them with the spooky cards. I'm going to do this here thing as a petty reading. Here we go. Petty reading for me. You know what? I'm gonna Tom Hanks at the end of Saving Private Ryan. This one. This one is for me. Oh, do they dress up like cats? I don't know. This is wild. All right. I don't watch it. If it's not on Netflix, I don't see it. All right. You should watch Merlin. It's awesome. I know you'll read my stuff. I appreciate that. Maybe I'll just start sending you stuff so you can just like endlessly praise me and I can have some fucking esteem about my writing. I got a new urban fantasy / high fantasy hybrid I'm gonna be writing. So it's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be like nothing I've ever written before. Or kind of maybe a little bit like Light World, Dark World. But not as racist in hindsight. All right, I'm going to go and I think I'm going to go use this time of being this completely destroyed to go upstairs and lay in bed and hallucinate that I am in Dracula's castle the way that I did at a retreat being held by the not-for-profit writers organization that I was the president of at the time, and I ate like a homemade. Don't do homemade edibles. Don't do it. Don't. So that was weird. So the president of the organization hosting the retreat was thinking that she was in Dracula's castle. Anyway, I'm going to go do that because that's actually really fun. So peace out, all you cool cats and kittens. Thank you for like this. This felt good because of the quarantine. I know I'm like fucking scattered and I'm fucking wild and everything in my house is crazy. We're like all third shifters now for some reason. So yeah. All right. Peace out, everybody.